Hi, welcome back to the guest list. I'm Nikki Lewis. Joining me on the couch is Frank Casey from Frank Casey Formal Suit Hire. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you very much, Nikki.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, how did you get into the business of suits?
Well, I started at Farmers Trading Company and then in menswear. My father had a small shop in Onehunga, which I joined after travelling for many years. I ran that business for 22 years, mainly dealing in suits. I sold all that after 22 years and took a year off. The share market got me a little bit and I had to go back to work. So that was in '86. So I decided I'd carry on in suits and had a look around, decided suit hire would be possibly a good business to get into.
So you're probably one of the longest, are you the longest standing suit hire company?
Oh no, there was Hugh Wrights when we first came in. They'd been around for years. They fell over. A number of them did, the smaller suit hire guys. Mm-hmm. And we've stayed strong, and it's there's a formula to keep strong though, with good quality stock, reasonable prices, and just keeping up with the market.
How many stores do you have?
We've got 7 stores in Newlyn, Takapuna, Newmarket, Manukau City, Hamilton, Tauranga and Wellington Central.
So you've pretty much got the North Island covered.
Yeah, we have. Yes,
that's fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
Great. Now, you guys don't just do weddings, you do all types of events.
Yep.
What
we
sort of
do.
events
Black
do you?
tie is big for us, what's on behind us. We do an awful lot of corporate events, an awful lot. Any award night, the boxing, it's a big business, the black tie event, and it's corporate. The other side of it is school balls for the kids. We run a lot of specials for them, and we also do the super skinny suits that the kids want.
Oh, I can imagine those are so popular.
They like it, so we've got to keep up with that. So we've got a good range for the kids too.
How do you keep abreast of what is on trend, what is popular, what's going to be coming out in the next season?
I travel a lot and I see what's going on overseas. There's the overseas magazines. There's our suppliers in New Zealand who are very good. They keep us on the ball. Mm-hmm. And we're now also dealing with overseas manufacturers. They bring in a lot of samples for us to look at. My daughter Rachel does a lot of that work. And we really get a feel of what's going on in the market. And I've just got back from Europe, and we're right on the ball with the skinny fits and so on, double vents, narrow lapels. We're right on the ball with that.
Now let's have a quick chat about the beautiful suits that you've got here today.
Right.
So let's first talk about this, which to me looks like an absolute classic.
Yeah, that is our Milano suit, which is our original suit, although the style of it has changed dramatically. They used to be quite a boxy cut, mm-hmm. Wide lapel. Now they're narrowed, they're waisted, they're double vented at the back, satin trim on the pockets. That one is also a 3-piece, so you can have it as a 3-piece or a 2-piece. But that is still our biggest hiring jacket for black tie, and also probably 50% of the weddings.
Wow. And what about this beautiful?
And that fellow there, we're doing now a lot of weddings in that suit and in this fellow that I've got on. Mm-hmm. Again, they're a slim fit. I won't stand up, but they are
gorgeous.
slim
I can
fit.
see here how it's
very
tailored.
waisted, double vented at the back, a very tapered trouser,
mm-hmm.
and a very slim fitting trouser. They're worn slightly shorter. You can see a shorter cut jacket compared, say, with the black jacket.
Right. Yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is right on. Even those colours for weddings and so on now, they're right on the mark. And we do it in black also. So this is the dark navy in it, but right on the ball.
Now, you guys don't just do suits, you also do accessories.
Yeah, we do. We do a big range of shirts, and again, waisted shirts, the tapered shirts. We do a Marcella with a wing collar, pleated front with a wing, or with a plain, what we call a CA collar. And we do a lot of what I'm wearing, which is just a nice business shirt. They're all double cuff, and they all come with cufflinks.
Great.
Through the whole range.
What about things like bow ties, ties?
Yeah, huge range, a huge range. With ties, to suit a bridesmaid, for instance, we can do any colour. Our manufacturers carry stock. We carry, I know our Newmarket store, for instance, would carry 60 different shades.
Wow.
And the groom or the bride can say, I want that green one, and we can have it delivered in a couple of days.
Fantastic.
Now they buy those, or we have a big range of hire ties, which are about $15 to hire.
Shoes are another avenue of accessories that you do.
Again, having just come back from overseas, this is the shoe, not just as a formal wear shoe, but also as a regular wear shoes. And the interesting thing overseas now is the amount of shoes that are worn without socks.
Really?
Yep. Dinner suits. First time I ever saw a guy wear patent leather shoes and no socks was Rod Stewart, when him and Rachel opened up Sky City. And here was Rod in a beautiful cream tuxedo, black trowel, shirt and tie, patent shoes, no socks.
Wow.
Couldn't believe it.
And he started a trend.
Now it's very fashionable overseas.
Fantastic.
So we've got the shoes.
They're beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's talk about pricing.
Yep.
What sort of is the price range to hire
With
a
our
suit?
hire, it runs from about 120. This is for a suit, $125 to $165. There's waistcoats available, which are $35. So compared with our retail friends who are retailing suits, guys can get a fabulous outfit with shirts and tie and so on, around the $200 mark.
That's incredibly reasonable.
Yeah. And the advantage there is, particularly with the wedding boys, if they buy a suit, they own it. They may not wear it again, or very rarely. The styles do change, so with a hire, they get it well priced, still the same quality, but they just return it. And when they pick it up, of course, it's all dry cleaned, all the shirts are starched, so they get a lovely product.
And it's all ready to go.
It's all set to go.
Right. Now talk me through the actual process. So bride and groom,
Right.
It's time to get the
Time
suits.
to get the suit. Well,
What
the bride
happens?
always gets done first, as we know.
Yes, of course she
and
does.
the guys always come second, but they are, of course, to us so important. So what we prefer with a wedding is that the bride and the groom to come in without all the groomsmen, because then they can concentrate on what they want. They try all the garments on as much as they want to try on, but the website has made it easier now for everybody. They try it on. Once they pick out what style they like, those guys can come in at any time for a fitting without the hassle of getting 6 guys in there at once. And so they come and try it on. We do all the measurements, and a day or two before the wedding, when it suits the groom, we have everything ready in bags, labelled in their names. They come in, and we like them all to try the garments on again to make sure everything is spot on, and that all the accessories of ties, handkerchiefs, etc. are there, and the shoes. The shoes are another big thing that we hire too. And so it's a complete service that way, so there's no slip-ups.
Fantastic. Now when somebody hires a suit, they don't just get something straight off the peg. You actually do some alterations, don't you?
Yes, we run, for instance, we can fit nearly anybody. I was thinking this morning, we've dressed over the years the New Zealand Breakers and the New Zealand basketball team. Now
That's no mean feat, because some of those boys are really
There's a number
tall.
of 7-footers there. We have over the years done most of the senior rugby players, and they can be big boys, but we still fit them. We've got a huge range, and I was just trying to think of our little smaller size. We started about a 4 or 5 year old, but we go up to, I think from memory, it's 154 centimetre chest.
Right.
Now that's a big boy. That's
is
a big
boy,
prop
yep.
forward, and we specialise in that. So that's fitting is not a problem. We're also, a lot of the retail shops just couldn't possibly fit those people. They'll fit middle of the row guys, but not when it comes to super large.
Yeah, no, I can well imagine. And I know I've hired a little suit for my son when he was a page boy when he was 4. So you also do the littlies too.
Yeah, the little ones too.
Yeah, which are really cute.
Yeah.
And they all match the
Yes,
groomsmen.
yeah. Not in every style, but we run the good basic ones, dinner suits, that sort of thing, or morning suits, tails. So, yeah.
And now let's talk about your website, because you've got a
Yep.
really unique feature on your website, which is super cool.
Yeah, we've got a new website, and for a number of years now we've had what we call a virtual model, and we've updated that. Now the virtual model is where you just click onto it, and there will be a silver bust of a man, and you can then list what trouser you want, what shirt, what waistcoat, what jacket, what style, and you just go click, 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 and the jackets will just change so quickly. You can print it off, you can email it to friends. Particularly it's good for overseas weddings. If they're in London or Sydney or whatever, you can just click it over and say that's what we're wearing. And that saves us a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it saves the bride and groom a lot of time too. Also for our black tie customers, company secretaries can just go online and tell the boss what he's going to wear. Also, once they've had a suit office, we keep it on file, what we call on file in our computer, and the secretary can just ring at any time and say, Mr. Jones wants his suit, we love them calling it that, for tonight, and we'll
Pull it up.
just pull it up, and there it is, yes.
Fantastic.
Plus, by having so many stores, if that style is out, we might say have 6 in a certain size. If we're out, we just draw off another store.
That's brilliant to have that
Yeah,
level of
it
service.
is.
People want to visit the website. How do they get hold of you?
Easy, and easy to remember. It's www.frankkc.co.nz.
Frank, thank you so much for coming in and
My
chatting
pleasure.
to us. It's been wonderful, and I strongly encourage people to go onto the website. The virtual model is brilliant to use. It really is. I think it's one of your
Good.
best features that you have,
is.
and it's interactive, it's playful, and it gives people a real sense of what they can do.
Yeah.
And they might have an idea, and then once they start playing, that idea might change, which I think is really great.
Yes.
So
Well, thank you very much.
I've been chatting to Frank Casey from Frank Casey Formal Suit Hire, and I do recommend that you head onto that website because that virtual model really is quite fantastic. Now, don't forget, if you have missed any of our past episodes, you can hop onto our website, www.theguestlist.co.nz. We also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/theguestlistnz. That's it for our show today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. I'm Nikki Lewis.